absolutely punishing defenders if they're late closing out.
Well, it's great to see Roy back in the NBA, and I hope that his knee troubles have gone. But, man, what a gamble for the Timberwolves to give him $10 million over 2 years when Roy hasn't played at all and had to retire because of his knee troubles. So I think a major risk, and we'll see how this pans out. That's a shot that he sometimes struggles with, but you can't fault him for taking it when the defense backs off like that.
Rubio with it, and it's Gordon picking him up. Roy attacking. Good. Roy's got his second basket of the night.
Good work turning that into an easy 2-point. He can attack the rim as well as anybody. And Monty Williams, a former first-round pick of Notre Dame, out of Notre Dame, played 9 seasons in the NBA. And I know that that playing experience is clearly an asset for a head coach.
Here is Vasquez. Outside Gordon. Launches a 3. Here's Davis. Rises up and throws it down.
Step aside, step aside. We've got the big fella coming through.
That is a powerful brand of basketball right there.
Man, an amazing putback. You just love the effort from this guy.
Roy with the screen for Rubio. Gets the bucket. Rubio's got his second basket of the game. And going back to Coach Monty Williams, Steve, do you think having been a player really helps a coach?
I think so, Kevin. The players automatically respect somebody who has been in their shoes, who understands what the NBA is all about. But that respect will go away if they don't believe in the coach and his work ethic and his intelligence. And the good thing with Monty Williams, not only did he play, but he's a really bright guy who the players will pick up on right away for being really sharp and with it.
Here's Rubio following the score by New Orleans. Here's Love. There's the block. That'll be Minnesota as it goes out of bounds. Timberwolves retain possession.
6 seconds to the shot clock.
Here is Love. 6 to shoot. Open look. Can't get it to go.
Typically, he's pretty dependable on those open jump shots.
Gordon kicks to Vasquez. Feeds it to Aminu. He kicks it to Anderson. And it's New Orleans scoring again. The Timberwolves have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. To the paint. Here's Roy. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. And that's now 6 points for Brandon Roy. We'll go to Doris Burke, who spoke with head coach Monty Williams.
The one player on his mind in this matchup, Kevin Love. And it's not for his scoring ability, but for the harm he can do to a team on the backboards. You saw what he can do to teams if he goes unchecked, Coach said. We don't want to let him get up and get over 20 or 30 rebounds on us. And to do that, we got to check him out each time a shot goes up. Guys, easier said than done.
And thank you for that, Doris. Vasquez. Pass to Anderson. 3-pointer. And it's good. Anderson's got 9.
You know, he's having a special quarter. 100% field goal shooting. They need to continue to ride it and work to get him good shots.
Love, defended by Anderson. And that's good by Pekovic.
And all 10 of their last points have come inside the paint, so defensively you've got to make an adjustment.
Yeah, and you got to do a little more to stop it, too. I mean, it's coming way too easy for him. At some points, you just got to buck up and say it's not going to happen.
And it's the Hornets with the ball, following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Shot's good.
Guys, good job working it down low and getting the high percentage look there. That's good basketball.
Rubio outside. The feed now to Pekovic. Davis is there. The jump hook. And again, it's Minnesota.
They are in attack mode right now. That's 10 straight points, guys, all coming inside the paint.
And Steve, if I'm them, I'd keep going right to the heart of that defense like they have been until they do something about it. If they don't offer resistance, take everything you can get in there.
Aminu dishes to Davis. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
What an amazing trick shot to confound the defender. Oh, man, that's awesome. He's taking them to school right there.
The Hornets shooting their first free throw of the game.
Yeah, very average shooting team in terms of the free throw line, about 76% a year ago.
Derek Williams, he checked in for the Timberwolves. And that one falls for Davis.
And, of course, the big story last year for New Orleans was the saga of the Chris Paul trade that wasn't to the Lakers and then the subsequent trade that was to the Clippers. And what a tough position for Monty Williams and his coaching staff to be in. But they handled it pretty well. I think as Eric Gordon gets healthy and more productive this year, the Hornets will improve.
Jason Smith, he's checked in for the Hornets. The Timberwolves have gone 8 of 10 shooting, coming out very strong. Rubio, the pass to Karolinko. Roy with it, and it's Gordon picking him up. Roy kicks to Love. They double team Love. Roy. Clock at 6. Right side Roy. They get it back. Rubio outside. Rubio gets a screen from Williams. And Rubio kicks to Williams. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Williams has got his first bucket of the night. Well, the nation was watching that entire trade situation with Chris Paul and him eventually going to the Clippers. But good players, I think, Clark, ended up in New Orleans. Players they can probably build around for the future.
Yeah, and to follow up on what Steve said, the Hornets will be much better off with a healthy Eric Gordon. He's an outstanding young player, and last year will be a distant memory soon enough.
Love can't hit.
A very rough quarter for him as not much is falling right now.
Here is Vasquez. He's guarded by Love. Drop steps. Vasquez can't get it to go. Here's Rubio. He feeds it to Roy. And it's out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
New Orleans making some changes here. Robin Lopez is checked in for Davis. Henry comes in for Al-Farouq Aminu. And it's Rivers in for Vasquez. Chase Budinger, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Ridnour has come in for Brandon Roy.
Well, Derek Williams really is an explosive, talented combo forward. And that's the big question. Is he a 3 or is he a 4? Offensively, it's not a problem. He can score inside and out. And I think defensively, that's where the question lies. Is he big enough to guard power forwards? Is he quick enough to guard small forwards? We'll see.
It has been all offense here early. It sure has been. I mean, both teams clicking, and it's been an entertaining game as well, guys.
Now, here's Rubio. And here's Love for 3. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Rubio's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And for Williams, a bit of a logjam. Power forward spot manned by All-Star Kevin Love, one of the best power forwards in the NBA.
Yeah, and with Pekovic playing well at the 5, Williams really has to battle for his minutes, and he's still trying to figure out what his best position is at the NBA level. He's kind of a tweener forward, and that doesn't usually happen for a guy taking second overall, but the circumstances are what they are, and I'm sure Williams will figure it out and be productive.
Now here's Rivers, passes to Smith, and it's stolen by Ricky Rubio. Oh, and here he comes, Ridnour all alone. Here's Rivers. Left side, Gordon. Gets an open look and hits. Ridnour with it. Dishes to Budinger. There's the dish to Love. And it's sent back by Lopez. And it's out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession. Some changes for New Orleans. Al-Farouq Aminu, he's checked in for Jason Smith. And it's Vasquez in for Eric Gordon. And then for Minnesota, Pekovic comes in for Kevin Love. And Barea subbed in for Luke Ridnour. Here is Vasquez looking for his first bucket of the game. Back to Lopez, and stolen by Pekovic. Now Barea, Here's Williams. There's the pass to Budinger. From past the arc. And another three for Minnesota.
He's going to take that shot every time if he has that much room to get it off.
1:52 left in the first quarter. He dishes it to Henry. He passes to Rivers. It's a look. And that one's good. Rivers has got his first basket of the night. Minnesota in the lead. And here's Rubio. Budinger dishes to Pekovic. Williams. That is good. Williams has got his second basket of the night.
Well, they keep going right back to the paint, and who can blame them? I mean, they're getting it done in there.
Yeah, 3 of their last 5 buckets, guys, have come from inside the lane area, so I'd expect them to continue to go inside right at the defense.
Timberwolves leading by 4. Rubio the pass to Barea. It's blocked. Here's Rivers. Shot denied. They get it back. The Timberwolves shooting has been tremendous early. Their offense looking primed and ready for this matchup. No coverage that time. Now it's a 7-point Timberwolves lead.
That offense just keeps on clicking.
It sure does, Clark. They're getting high percentage looks and really taking advantage here.
Aminu with it. Williams picks him up. Here's Lopez. Shot is off. And Minnesota will come the other way. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Kicks it to Pekovic. Back to Rubio. And it's Rivers with the rebound. Feeds to Henry. Here's Vasquez. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And a really poor job boxing out there, guys. A momentary lapse in concentration, I think.
Here's Rubio. And he beat the buzzer, but it's no good. And we reached the end of the first quarter. The Timberwolves on top. They lead by 5. And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves?
Big boost from their bench there, guys, in that first quarter. They did a nice job coming in and really giving this team a lift.
Yeah, it's a nice attribute to have. Firepower coming off the pine early. That's good stuff.
Now Smith after the missed 3 from Rubio. Anderson kicks to Rivers. He kicks it to Smith. Another one falls for New Orleans.
Look at their scoring. Mid-range jumpers account for 6 of their last 10 points.
Well, defensively, they're doing a nice job of keeping them out of the paint, but you got to give them credit. They're knocking down shots.
Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Yes, gentlemen, Timberwolves coach Rick Adelman has really been impressed with his young point guard, Ricky Rubio. Adelman saying the one great thing about him is he's not caught up in the hype. He just wants to get better. He works really hard at trying to become better. There's a lot of good players in our league. He has to face them every day, and he accepts the challenge. Guys?
He's done a great job. Thanks, Doris.
And some extra challenge with the knee surgery, but he's back and ready to go. Well, when you talk about Rick Adelman, coach of the Timberwolves, you think of really one of the most successful coaches that the league has seen over the last few decades. 7 years as a player, over 20 years as a head coach. Stops in Portland, Golden State, Sacramento, Houston, and now Minnesota.
The Hornets trail by 3. Anderson a screen on Roy. Now here's Rivers. Shot clock at 6. The 3 from Anderson. And play stops as it looks like they call an over the back here.
Obviously, he's not afraid of physical play, but he still needs to play in control.
And he definitely wasn't in control that time. Everybody in the building knew it was an over the back call.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Davis is checked in for Jason Smith. Aminu comes in for Xavier Henry. And it's Vasquez in for Eric Gordon. Timberwolves also changing it up. Andre Kirilenko is checked in for Derek Williams. Barea comes in for Brandon Roy. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Luke Ridenour. Robin Lopez is checked in for Ryan Anderson. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Pekovic checks in for Kevin Love. Budinger sets the screen for Pekovic. The feed to Barea. Takes a three. And the shot is good. And the Timberwolves lead by 6.
And, you know, getting back to Coach Rick Adelman, I mean, he's made the playoffs in 16 of his 21 NBA seasons as a head coach, a winning percentage of around 60%. He's never won an NBA title, but he certainly had good results throughout his career.
He feeds it to Budinger. Pekovic. Lopez covering. Passes it to Budinger. It's up a three. It's good. Great play set up by Barea. Budinger's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Well, he's a bouncy swingman out of Arizona. Nice shooting range from the outside. Can really run the floor in transition. But his strength is as an outside spot-up shooter.
He also could be an explosive finisher at the rim. He's not as aggressive as he could be driving inside, but I like that he's so comfortable finding ways, to score off the ball.
You know, when you're down and struggling, teams are not going to have any pity on you. They'll step right on your neck, and that's pretty much what happened to the Hornets last season. They missed some players with injury, and the West just ate them up.
Love the finish there. Not much defense, though.
The Hornets trail by 7. Here is Vasquez. He has 6. Pass to Davis. To the middle. Blocked. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Budinger dishes to Barea. The finger roll finish at the bucket. And it's a 9-point Timberwolves lead. Back to the Hornets, not a lot of room for error in the West. And for a large part of the season, Steve, they were just outmanned.
Well, yeah, I mean, they were a young group. They had a ton of injuries. And you look at the record, 14-34 against the West. Not surprising, given that they were in transition and playing in such a strong conference.
Timberwolves leading by 7. Outside Kirilenko. To the inside. And it's blocked by Lopez. Rivers with it. Dishes to Aminu. Left side Davis. There's the dish to Vasquez. 5 to shoot. The monster one-hand slam.
That's a nice finish for the big fella there. I mean, he used his length very well under the basket.
There may be more athletic players around the league, but Steve, not many bigger ones.
And I'll tell you what, Kevin, I'd like to see him even take advantage of that size more often on the offensive end and be more aggressive.
Minnesota calls timeout.
Grievous Vasquez, the first Venezuelan player ever drafted into the NBA, late first-round pick out of the University of Maryland.
Xavier Henry, he's checked in for New Orleans. Derek Williams, he checked in for Minnesota. Here's Rubio. He kicks to Williams. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Rubio's got his 7th assist here tonight. And Vasquez, a feisty combo guard. And Steve, we saw it in college. Great passion for the game.
Yeah, he loves to play, Kevin. He comes out with a ton of energy. And what I like about him is he's got great size for a point guard, almost 6'6", and a real playmaker, a guy who thinks pass before shot.
Here's Rubio following the score by New Orleans. Back to Pekovic. Davis is there. Puts up the baby hook. Pekovic, no luck.
Solid advantage in the rebounding totals for them so far here.
You know, in every game, but particularly in a close game, every little advantage you can use helps, and they're certainly enjoying one on the glass here.
Here is Vasquez. He's got 6. 6 on the shot clock. Henry. Another one falls for New Orleans.
It was really a non-factor in that first quarter, but he's found a way to step it up here.
Pekovic with a screen on Rivers. The pass to Karolinka. Uses both hands to slam it down.
The defense just couldn't recover in time.
Yeah, the D pretty much went brain neutral on that one, Clark. Wouldn't
yes,
you?
Sir. I like that phrase.
Yeah, I don't use that phrase very often, but to me, that's what happened. He shifted the brain into neutral.
Yes, he did.
That was embarrassing.
And here are the Hornets now after the basket by Minnesota. Here's Henry. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
Well, he was right there, but the defensive pressure forced that miss.
Well contested. That really made it a tough shot.
Rubio, the pass to Barea. Over Vasquez. And again, it's Minnesota.
Carving them up inside there, Kevin. I mean, the defense has been vulnerable in there.
Yeah, that's 3 straight field goals in the paint area. That's really good offense.
The Hornets trail by 7. He dishes it to Aminu. He passes to Henry. Pushes up. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
You know, I thought the Minnesota front office did an excellent job with the Timberwolves last year. Made a couple of key moves. One was bringing Rick Adelman in to coach the team, and the other was getting Ricky Rubio to leave the European League that he was playing in and come play for the Wolves. Those 2 additions really turned that franchise around.
No good on that one. And Steve, the Wolves were a dangerous team before Rubio tore up his knee. If he can make a full recovery, Clark, they'll be a team certainly to be watched this season.
I agree. It's amazing the difference one playmaker can make, and Rubio completely changed the makeup of that team, Kevin. But I certainly also would think that Rick Adelman being the head coach was a factor as well.
That's a very good point. His experience, I think, helped that young team move along.
You know, the Minnesota front office was criticized a few years ago when near the top of the draft, they drafted Ricky Rubio and Johnny Flynn. But things turned around last year. Derek Williams, Kevin Love, both guys started to develop Kevin Love into one of the best players in the league. And Rubio running the show before his injury. This is a well-balanced, good team with a bright future.
And so it's New Orleans with it, following the 3 by Minnesota. Gordon kicks to Smith, working on Love. Nice shot by Smith. Smith's got 4 points in the quarter.
Excellent execution of the plan there.
Timberwolves leading by 7. Steve, looking at the roster for the Wolves, they do have a lot of talent in a lot of different areas. Clark, some nice depth beginning to develop for the franchise.
Yeah, you're right there. And one of the concerns, though, is that they might have to address getting another off guard. But to your point, Kevin, they acquired Brandon Roy this offseason. If his knees are right, he'll answer that need in a hurry. But he did retire for a reason. And I can tell you, sometimes the mind is willing, but the body just can't get it done. I'm really pulling for him, though. He's one of my favorite players and a true star when he's healthy.
And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Gentlemen, the Timberwolves seem to be turning a corner in respectability, and even the real powerhouse teams in the league are taking notice. Reigning MVP and NBA champion LeBron James said they're a good team. If they continue on the path that they're on now, they can become a playoff team because they have veterans and they have young guys. When you have that type of mix and that chemistry with Coach Adelman and their system, they can do it. If not right now, then very soon. Gentlemen, we'll see.
Doris, a lot of promise on this team. We'll see how they develop. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Well, what you like about Luke Ridnour, the point guard out of the University of Oregon, is just how steady he is. He's got nice court vision, good passer, reliable shooter from mid-range and beyond, and a good solid point guard in this league.
First one falls for him. And Ridnour, the son of a high school basketball coach, his father gave him the keys to the gym so he could practice at night. He was a dedicated guy.
Yeah, nice perk to have the gym available to you at any time, any day. And he helped lead the Oregon Ducks when he was back in college to the Elite Eight in 2002.
And the Hornets making a change here. Vasquez comes in. Both free throws good from Ridnour.
Well, Kevin, you know, after the Chris Paul trade, you knew it was going to be a tough year for the Hornets, especially with some other injuries they had, and it was. Ended with the worst home record in the Western Conference.
Vasquez kicks to Gordon. Just 5 to shoot, and taken away by Roy. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Picked away. And here we go. Fast break. Henry's got it. Pull-up jumper. Minnesota with the rebound. Roy's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Clark, never easy watching a team rebuild and struggle like the Hornets, but they knew they would have to do some of that at some point. And you know, I guess, Steve, they feel they're going to be okay.
Well, they did the right thing. You know, they revamped, they retooled, and obviously got lucky in the lottery. They were able to draft Anthony Davis. But they've got some nice young pieces now on that team, and it looks to be a franchise on the rise.
The Hornets trail by 7. There's 1:38 left to play here in the second quarter. Vasquez kicks to Gordon. Kicks it to Vasquez. Clock at 6. Feeds it to Anderson. A 3-ball. That falls. Great assist by Vasquez. Vasquez has got 3 assists now in this one. .112 left to play in the first half. Love defended by Anderson. And it's Love missing.
He hasn't been one of the key guys tonight, but they are still winning despite his lack of production.
Here is Vasquez. He's covered by Roy. Anderson working against Ridnour. Off his foot, and the refs whistling a kick ball. Some changes for New Orleans. Robin Lopez is checked in for Jason Smith. Aminu comes in for Xavier Henry. And it's Rivers in for Vasquez. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Rubio's checked in. 51 seconds left here in the second. Rivers dishes to Lopez. He's going up against Love. Shot clock at 5. Baseline jumper. Lopez, no luck.
Great defensive anticipation there to challenge that shooter.
And Rubio kicks to Roy. He's guarded by Rivers. Back to Rubio. Right side, Roy. Roy off a pick from Love. Roy passes to Rubio. Over Gordon. Aminu grabs the miss. Aminu's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Rivers kicks to Gordon. Left side, Gordon. Connects in the foul line jumper. Gordon's got 6 points. Here's Rubio. No luck. And we're through 2 here in a good one. Timberwolves lead by 2. Folks, stick around here at halftime for the halftime show at Damon Bruce for all the highlights from our first half.
Now, presented by Sprint.
Welcome, everyone. Damon Bruce here. It's time to review all the goings-on from half number 1. It's a tight game for the Timberwolves squaring off against the New Orleans Hornets. A dramatic advantage in the paint. They're getting right in close and converting the kind of buckets they want. Well, Ricky Rubio is making it look easy against the Hornets. He's got 6 points, and so far, he's done a great job playing lockdown D. Also, a strong first half for New Orleans. Tenacious offensive rebounding. Their second chance points are piling up. A sensational half for Xavier Henry. Always a threat to go off in any given game, and he hasn't disappointed. That'll wrap things up for me here in the studio. Thanks so much. I'm Damon Bruce. Now let's get back out to Kevin Harlan for the second half of play.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. Chase Budinger having a dominant impact in this game.
Well, you might want to draw up a couple plays for him because he's been great from the outside.
Yeah, you know what, Steve? It's like there's nobody else in the gym the way he's shooting. I mean, sometimes you get in that zone from deep, And I'm sure you've known about it and done it in your past, but he's in that Steve Kerr zone.
Now Aminu. After the missed three from Rubio. And the foul called on Anthony Davis. That is his first foul of the game.
Well, I love the fact that he's fighting hard on the boards, but you know, you got to be smart too. Over the back, that's an easy call there.
Well, that's simply the result of poor position under the glass. But at least you can't fault him for being passive. He was trying to be aggressive there.
Now, here's Rubio. Love kicks to Kirilenko. Pekovic with the screen for Kirilenko. Here's Roy. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. And it's 8 points for Brandon Roy. The Hornets trail by 4. Throws it up high. And Davis throws it down.
Well, that was a max range alley-oop pass there, guys. It's got to be. I don't know if anybody's throwing one any longer.
Well, that's just crazy.
Man, how high did he have to go to make that catch? What an unbelievable play. Wow.
Here's Rubio. Following the basket by Anthony Davis. Now Roy. Eric Gordon with the rebound. Right side Davis. He kicks it to Anderson. Vasquez. The feed to Aminu. 6 to shoot. He feeds it to Davis. For the lead. Rebound Minnesota. Love's got 3 rebounds now in this one. And Roy, here we go. Pass to Rubio. Pass to Love. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. It's Roy on the wing. There's the triple. That's good. Roy's got 5 points now in the quarter. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Here is Vasquez. He has 6. Anderson a screen on Rubio. Here is Vasquez, covered by Rubio. 3-pointer, and the shot is good. Vasquez has got 9 points.
Unbelievable. 3-pointers for both sides in just a matter of seconds.
Now I think it's a matter of them just trying to top each other.
Play with it, and it's Gordon picking him up. A nice shot by Roy. He's got 13.
You know, he's given them a nice scoring option through most of this game.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
Let him hear it.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Dishes it to Aminu. With the drop step. Rebound Minnesota. Kirilenko's got his 3rd rebound tonight.
You know, guys, you look at Al-Farouq Aminu, and a top 10 pick back in 2008, one of the young players traded away for Chris Paul. I think he's a terrific athlete, but still working to develop his all-around skills. But he's got tremendous upside, I think.
Here is Vasquez. Brandon Roy making his last shot. They set the screen. Vasquez dishes to Anderson. Makes the lead pass. Gordon, he's guarded by Love. Just 4 to shoot. Anderson passes to Vasquez. Over Roy. Releases from the wing and drills it. Vasquez has got 11 points.
And going back to Aminu, Clark, what you love about him is the length and the athleticism. He can handle the ball. Should be a good defensive player as well because of that frame. I think what he's got to establish is who is he offensively? You know, what position does he play? How's he going to score? What's his game really?
Honeybees, let him hear it.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Gets it to go. He has 6.
Kevin, that's exactly the kind of shot you want off the inbounds play.
Well, last year the Chris Paul saga really dominated the headlines for New Orleans. But when you look back to it, Paul handled it very maturely. I mean, he didn't go to the press and whine and complain. He was very quiet in his approach with management. He told them what he wanted. I thought they were respectful of him, and the whole thing ended up working out probably as well as it possibly could.
Here's Rubio after Eric Gordon's bucket. Here's Pekovic. The rebound by Anderson. Anderson's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Vasquez kicks to Davis. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. See, that's a good point. In this day and age, when a lot of trade demands are done through the media, Paul and the Hornets seem to make the most of what could have been, I think, Clark, a pretty ugly situation.
Well said, Kevin. They did do a good job in handling that, and you got to give both sides credit. The player isn't happy, doesn't have to make all sorts of waves about it. Just tell the team and see if they can work together to get a amicable solution. Boy, they just cannot figure out a way to stop this guy this quarter, Kevin.
Here is Vasquez. He's got 11. The rebound by Kevin Love. Love's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
He can't find anything out there. His misses are really hurting this team. Boy, what a tough blow last year for Ricky Rubio. Had that tremendous start to his rookie campaign and then tore his ACL in early March. A cruel blow for him and for a Timberwolves team that was looking to make a playoff push.
That free throw good from Rubio. And Rubio looking to return from that ACL surgery. It can often take you, up to 2 years to really get back to 100%.
I don't think there's any question, Kevin. It is a 2-year injury. You come back in 6, 8, 10 months and you're back on the court, but it's, again, that second season of rehab plus working on your game, that second off season, I should say, where you begin to make up that last little bit of ground and get back closer to 100%.
Well, there was so much excitement upon his arrival in the NBA, Kevin, and Rubio did not disappoint. He's a special passer, amazing court vision and touch on the ball, and I think it would be an absolute joy to play with this guy.
Yeah, and his teammates love it, Steve. That kind of passing virtuosity gets everybody filling those lanes and running a little harder, making those cuts and so forth, because they expect to receive a pass if they get open.
Now, here's Rubio. After Eric Gordon's miss, Ridnour kicks to Love. That's good, and it's Ridnour picking up the assist. And that's 10 points for Love.
He's a rarity in the NBA, guys. A big man who can launch it from deep.
And here's Rivers. The dish to Gordon. Shot clock at 6. Over Ridnour. And the basket by Gordon. Gordon's got 4 points this quarter.
We've seen some great shooting from him today. They've got to lean on him a little bit more.
Ridnour kicks to Love. Good on the shot. Love's got 12.
Now they've got to offer more resistance inside. Just too many easy buckets in the paint.
Yeah, Stephen, that's the top priority for any defense. You got to protect the paint.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
Well, it's good to see Minnesota playing so well. Obviously, the Kevin Love piece is the key. He's one of the best players in the league. Ricky Rubio, obviously injured last year, but showed so much promise before that. Derek Williams looks like he'll be a productive player. So this is a team to be reckoned with in the near future.
Ryan Anderson, he's checked in for New Orleans. And the Timberwolves also making a change. J.J. Barea checked in for Luke Ridnour. And it's Gordon penetrating Aminu. Back to Gordon. Beyond the arc. Gets it to go. Gordon's got 13 points. And for the Wolves, they had some misses in the draft before, and of course trying to rebuild after KG for a few years, but is you can seemingly now feel the thing coming around for him.
Yeah, starting to turn, and the fans really deserve it too, Kevin. I mean, last year, really one of the first years in a long time where the Timberwolves were an exciting team to watch play.
Here's Rivers, following the basket by Derek Williams. Gordon up on top. Good look. Good as the jump shot falls. Gordon's got 9 points now in the quarter. Timberwolves leading by 8. And Rubio kicks to Budinger. Love. Lopez covering. Here's Williams. And it's Rivers with the rebound. Rivers has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Got it. Good job in the low post. Rivers has got 6.
They got the ball into the ideal position, and he didn't flub the finish that time, guys.
And Rubio kicks to Budinger. Love. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Clock at 6. Now the pass to Williams. No good. The Hornets trail by 6. Now here's Rivers. He has 6. He dishes it to Lopez. Covered by Rubio. They get it again. And that one's good by Lopez. Lopez has got his 2nd bucket of the night.
If you don't box him out more effectively than that, he's going to eat you up on the offensive board.
And Rubio kicks to Budinger. Kicks to Love. Shoots it up. Collects the 2-pointer near the hoop. Love's got 14 points.
Well, I bet you he'd like to forget that first half that he had. It's nice to see him bounce back here in the second.
Outside Gordon. He passes to Lopez. Feeds to Anderson. Back to Lopez. He kicks to Gordon. From deep. Rubio with the rebound. Timberwolves leading by 6. Rubio gets a screen from Budinger. Rubio with it. He's picked up by Lopez. For 3, Love. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Rubio's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. Rivers kicks to Gordon. Now the feed to Rivers. Gordon guarded by Barea. And it's Gordon penetrating. He feeds it to Rivers. Shoots over Rubio. Rivers can't get it to go. The Timberwolves shooting percentage, 59%. The offense is running smoothly. The 15-footer, and Rubio gets it to go on the assist by Barea. Barea's got 3 assists now in this one. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Aminu with it, working on Williams. They need this. Goes straight up. Down goes the slam.
Boy, that kind of hustle you just love to see.
And it gets his teammates fired up.
Yeah, especially with the powerful slam to finish things off.
The Hornets have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this game. Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Davis comes in for Ryan Anderson. And it's Vasquez in for Eric Gordon. Timberwolves also changing it up. Pekovic checks in for Love. Kirilenko comes in for Chase Budinger. And it's Roy in for Ricky Rubio. That free throw good from Lopez. 1:24 left in the 3rd quarter of the game. Barea with it. Picked up by Rivers. Puts it up. And there's Roy. That's good on the assist by Barea. Barea's got his 4th assist in this one. Here is Vasquez. He's got 11. He goes up. Rebound, Minnesota. Roy's got 4 rebounds in this game. Passes it to Barea. Pass to Kirilenko. Can't get it to go. The Hornets trail by 10. Rivers with it. 6 points for him. Here's Aminu. And again, no good by New Orleans.
He has just disappeared this quarter, not making a mark at all offensively.
And I'm sure he's ready to put this quarter behind him and quickly.
Here is Barea. He has 7. Dishes it to Pekovic. And that's going to be a travel. Both teams deciding to change it up. Hornets shooting in the second half so far about 45%. Smith sets the pick for Rivers. The dish to Vasquez. Davis. The shot's good. Vasquez making the play. And that's now 9 points for Anthony Davis. Now Rubio. No good trying to beat the buzzer. And we've watched 3 so far in this one.
Your Hornets.
Timberwolves ahead. They lead by 8. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play should begin momentarily. Now, let's check in with Doris Burke for the Sprite Uncontainable Game. Doris?
Hey, Kev, and the uncontainable game tonight, the Minnesota Timberwolves. Some games a team can catch all the breaks, and they have made the most of everything that's been given to them. Great effort so far, guys.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. Timberwolves leading by 8. And here is Ridenour. Pekovic with a screen. Over Vasquez. And he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick. Ridenour's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Timberwolves. Vasquez dishes to Davis. And there's the pass to Vasquez. Davis with a screen on Ridenour. Here's Gordon. That's good.
Now, Gordon is known for his ability to knock down threes. Tremendous range from the three-point line and beyond for Gordon. But I think what makes him dynamic is his strength and his ability to use the threat of the three-point shot to draw defenders out and then attack the rim from there.
That is scary on a player like Eric Gordon, too, Steve. I mean, you know they'll start looking his way at the end of close games. So not only are you worried about him stepping up and knocking one down from deep, but you also know he can get to the rim and maybe create a three-point play.
Here's Gordon. Brandon Roy making his last shot. Gordon off a pick from Smith. Gordon, the pass to Smith. Softly drops in the floater.
Boy, they are really getting chewed up inside here. I mean, that's 8 of the last 10 points they've given up inside, in the paint.
Yeah, and the paint should be sacred ground for a defense. I mean, you can't let anybody just trot in there and get an easy bucket.
Here's Ridenour, following the score by New Orleans. Buttinger, no good. The Hornets trail by 8. Davis kicks to Smith. Over Kirilenko. The shot's good from Smith. Smith's got 4 points in the quarter.
Just an unbelievable display of offense here today.
Well, it seems like every shot that goes up finds its way to the hoop. I mean, every player is sharp and on target.
Here's Buttinger. That ball. Great assist by Brandon Roy. Roy's got 3 assists now in this one. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. And the foul on Andre Kirilenko. That is his first foul of the game. Ryan Anderson, he's checked in for New Orleans. Rivers comes in for Eric Gordon. Timberwolves also changing it up. Kevin Love's checked in for Pekovic. Derek Williams comes in for Chase Buttinger. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Luke Ridenour. Here is Vasquez. And it's blocked by Kirilenko. On the wing, Brandon Roy steps back and shoots. Back to Rubio. He dishes it to Kirilenko. Kicks it to Love. No good. And New Orleans will go the other way with it. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here, Anderson a screen on Roy. Here is Vasquez. He's covered by Roy. Smith kicks to Vasquez. Back to Smith. 6 on the shot clock. That falls. Great assist by Vasquez. Smith's got 6 in the quarter.
Tough assignment for that defender with the size mismatch we're seeing.
Yeah, I just don't think he's big enough to handle it.
And Rubio kicks to Love. And that one's good. Love's got 19 points.
Not much resistance for him after that pick, Kevin. I mean, he had all sorts of space to hit the shot.
Anderson a screen on Rubio. Feeds it to Vasquez. Here's
Watch out! What a throwdown here. Man. Pretty significant laps there on the defensive end, guys.
Yeah, those are the ones you just can't allow that.
No, if you're giving up dunks and layups defensively, you're in huge trouble.
That was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Sprite. Timberwolves leading by 7. And Rubio kicks to Roy. Love with the screen for Roy. Back to Rubio. He passes it to Williams. Tries from the block. And there's another one for the Timberwolves. Here's Rivers. He kicks it to Aminu. Over Kirilenko. Aminu misses.
You gotta like the defense not quitting on the play and getting a hand in the face.
Sure do. With a tough defender breathing down your neck, that makes it not an easy shot.
Now, here's Rubio. Outside for Roy. There's the feed to Love. Back to Roy. 6 to shoot. Now, Love inside. Love draws the double. Kirilenko kicks to Rubio. No good on the triple. The Hornets trail by 9. He feeds it to Rivers. Minnesota with the rebound. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Roy's running. Shot is off. The Hornets have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Love against Smith. Minnesota with the rebound. Williams has got his 6th rebound on the night. Rubio outside. He's looking for Love and finds him. They double team Love. Rubio outside. Gets it to go.
Ricky Rubio.
And the Hornets with possession here. 11-point game. Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
You know, he just isn't pleased at all with the looks they've given up defensively inside. So I think this timeout is all about trying to get his group to tighten up defensively.
I think they've got to figure out a way to tighten things up because they just don't look very sharp to me on the defensive side.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Yes, Kevin. Monty Williams was just going over the plan with his team. He got after them and told them to turn up the intensity, saying, we've put ourselves in a corner, and now we've got to fight our way out. Show me what you have. Let's see if we've got what it takes, guys.
Rivers dishes to Davis. Straight up. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
At the line for your Hornets,
Anthony Davis, the #1 overall pick in the draft, a national champion and most outstanding player of the Final Four with Kentucky, and the potential is just incredible. So skilled, so big, good kid, likes coaching, loves basketball. He's got an incredible future ahead of him.
And Clark, for Davis, the offense is going to come, but, you know, he is seen as a player who can be a franchise defensive presence, and that might be enough right there.
Well, last year in college, he averaged 5 block shots per game, the most blocks ever by an NCAA freshman, 4th overall in the history of NCAA hoops. So he's going to block shots, and he actually keeps a lot of them in bounds, so that'll impact any team he plays for, even at the NBA level.
Now here's Roy. Passes it to Love. Shot clock at 6. Here's Rubio. True on the 14-footer. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back.
He shouldn't be afraid to take that shot more often. He's solid from there.
Dishes it to Aminu. with the lead pass. Here's Anderson. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. Now, here's Rubio. Davis with the double team. Pekovic. He's guarded by Davis. Pekovic passes to Rubio. Pass to Roy. Backs in. Rubio down to 5 on the shot clock. Love, no good. Here is Vasquez. And Davis can't get it to go.
So hard not to go for it when you see that chance at the alley-oop.
Bet he wishes he hadn't, though.
And Rubio kicks to Roy. Kirilenko. That falls. Great assist by Brandon Roy. Roy's got 4 assists now tonight.
Looked like the defense kind of backed off him, and he took advantage.
Now here's Rivers. Anderson, a screen on Rubio. Rivers dishes to Anderson.
Good boy, good boy.
Misses the 3. Timberwolves leading by 13. Rubio with it. Picked up by Rivers. Now the dish to Roy. Rubio. That falls. Great assist by Brandon Roy. 16 points here for Ricky Rubio. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. Here's Davis. And it's Kirilenko with the rebound. Kirilenko's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Rubio against Rivers. Rubio the pass to Love. A leaner gets it to go. Love's got 14 points here in the second half.
Well, the D just letting them go inside with impunity. Way, way too easy.
That's 10 of their last 12 points now in the paint area.
Anderson, a screen on Roy. Here's Aminu. Anderson kicks to Aminu. The pass to Anderson. Rivers. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Outside, Davis. He dishes it to Aminu. Over Kirilenko. Aminu with the bucket.
Well, they got it to go that time, and the second chance points really proving to be a major factor.
Yeah, you know what? And I think offensive rebounding sometimes is a bit undervalued, but those extra possessions sure do help.
Here's Rubio. Now Farouk Aminu picking up that last basket. And Rubio kicks to Kirilenko. Roy kicks it out to Love. Fires the 3. Another miss by Love. The Hornets trail by 15. Rivers with it. He's picked up by Roy. Rivers dishes to Vasquez. Good D by Rubio. The Timberwolves shooting in the fourth has been tremendous, 59%. Rubio gets a screen from Pekovic. Rubio the pass to Pekovic. Up top, Rivers, covered by Rubio. Here's Davis. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Roy's got 8 rebounds in this game.
I think he's just got to compose himself, gather himself. He may be trying a little too hard out there. Let it flow, let it happen, don't force it.
Now here's Love. Up with it. And the basket by Rubio. Rubio's got 12 points in just the second half.
And this one's pretty much wrapped up.
And they know it. I mean, took care of business. Chalk it up as a W, Steve.
Kicks to Vasquez. Feeds it to Anderson. He kicks to Rivers. Shoots over Rubio. A nice shot by Rivers.
That's going to be important for this team to fight over the top of screens defensively.
Yeah, you got to tag him and stay right close to him because with his touch, he doesn't need much space to get his shot off.
Now, here's Rubio. Back to Roy. The feed to Pekovic. Shot is blocked. 52 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Rivers with it. He's picked up by Roy. And that is good.
Austin Rivers with the basket.
46 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Minnesota's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Now, here's Rubio. Back to Roy. Clock at 6. Takes the 3. Love can't hit.
Well, that's clearly a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look at it.
Well, true. The defenders shouldn't relax just because he missed that one. He's capable of getting hot in a hurry.
Aminu with the bucket.
You don't need much range to hit from that distance, Kevin.
We've got 13 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Roy with it. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. How much to be critical of with this win, Clark?
Not at all. I mean, they showed up not just to play. They showed up to give great effort and to win, and they did both.
Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll see you next time. And now, our Jordan Player of the Game, Ricky Rubio.
announcement.